people here are willing to work with each and every one of you to make sure that it doesn't hurt us in a way that is going to destroy the vision that y'all have been working on. And by the way, thank y'all for your beautiful vision for Columbia. I do love that. But we're willing to work with you and help. But please don't do this to the future of our people. Thank you.
Philip McFadden.
Sorry, I'm not really used to public speaking, nor did I plan on speaking today. So I'll just say, make it short and sweet. This is blatant extortion by a thug by the name of Alan Wilson, Josh Kimball, and Henry McMaster. And repealing conversion therapy, all you're gonna get is just a gaggle of dead kids. That's it.
Nikki Schutt.
I want to say, may it please the court, because I'm a lawyer. My name is Nikki Schutt. I'm a constituent. I own property in Shandon. I want to thank the people that I know, Dr. Bustles, Tina Herbert, and Tyler Bailey for voting the right way. I'm here to implore you to change your vote. I'm not from here. I was a Navy brat. My dad was a nuclear submariner. I was born in Hawaii. One of my brothers was born in Mystic, Connecticut. We lived in 13 states. When I came out in college, my first year, I was at a small private Baptist college in Florida, and I knew I had to change schools. My grandfather and grandmother had retired here to teach at. Grandfather said to come to South Carolina, and I said, hell no, Grandpa. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say hell, but I can't come to South Carolina, Grandpa. That's out of the frying pan and into the fire. He said, I'll buy you a car. And I said, I'm coming to South Carolina. So I finished college here. I didn't expect to lay down roots here. I didn't think I'd be safe in South Carolina, but then I found wonderful institutions like Trustus Theater, Nickelodeon Theater. I found community of LGBTQ folks who helped stand up. I was involved standing up the first Pride March in Columbia in 1989. I remember when Harriet Hancock, who's the mother of Pride here in South Carolina, met with Mayor Bob when he first got elected mayor and said, can you help the LGBTQ community? And he said, yes, what can I do? And he immediately amended the employee handbook to include sexual orientation as a protection. The city of Columbia has a long history and a whole arc. It is a refuge city in South Carolina for LGBTQ people. It is where we can feel safe. It is where we can walk down the streets holding hands. It's the only city here. You all have a history of being brave. I remember when Steve Benjamin spoke as a mayor to Pride on Main Street. I remember when we had a state constitutional amendment to amend the state constitution to define marriage as between one man and one woman. Richland County was the only county that defeated that. The rest of the state overwhelmingly supported it. I live here and laid down roots. I bought a house in Shandon. I bought commercial property in the Vista. I run a business. I run a law firm. I laid down roots because I felt safe here. If we can't feel safe here, you're going to lose the creatives. The last thing I will say is that my friend James Smith and I, law school classmates together, have volunteered pro bono to represent the city to challenge this ordinance. Pro bono means free. My firm is a civil rights law firm, Burnett, Shutt, and McDaniel. This is what we do for a living. This is an unconstitutional use of power, of the state power to force you all into violating home rule. It can't be enforced, and they will come for us for something else. Thank you. Please change your vote.
Michael Lair.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and Council. My name is Michael Lair, live in the Rosewood neighborhood. I just wanted to, again, please ask you to vote no on this. I think it's symbolic for a lot of different reasons. But I think what I saw yesterday, there was an interview that Alan Wilson did with the Post and Courier where he softened his position. He specifically said, that he doesn't even believe in it. He thinks it's wrong. I think if he or out-of-town legislators are pushing this, say that they don't believe in it, I don't think it's right for Columbia City Council to want to believe that too. This issue is symbolic, not just for the exact words in the ordinance, but really what it represents to people. I think the city passing this ordinance in 2021 showed their support to the LGBT community. And I think it's important to continue to affirm that commitment. These State House legislators, they're bullies. Bullies don't take on people their own size. Bullies will only take on people they see as their lesser. And the moment that you stand up to fight, stand up to them, they'll stop seeing you as their lesser. Please vote no today, not just for the city of Columbia's sake, but for every municipality that State House wants to do this to. There are people all over the city, all over the state that are depending on the city of Columbia to fight back. I think the city of Columbia has done a great job of showing that they are, that we are an important city in South Carolina. And if we can't do it, I think there are a lot of municipalities that think that they couldn't either. As a council, I know you all are very smart people who care about the city. So I'm asking you to show that you care for the LGBT community, for everyone who lives here in the city of Columbia, to please fight back. I would like for you to please reconsider and vote no today. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Kirkland Smith.
Hi, I want to thank y'all so much for letting me have the opportunity to speak. My name is Kirkland Smith, and I'm a member of District 3. And I wanted to speak today really because I wanted to be able to talk to my council member, Will Brennan, in particular. I am really asking that y'all please do not repeal this ban. And I want to thank Dr. Bustles, Councilmember Bailey, and I wanted to especially thank you, Tana Hubert, for your words at the last meeting, where you talked about how it feels to not feel welcome. And as the member of a trans daughter, it's very important to me that my daughter feel welcome in our city. I love Columbia. This is a very special city. And it's a very special city because of how welcoming we've been to the I can't talk, I'm sorry. You know what I'm trying to say. I am nervous, but I just wanted to come forward because with the way things are going nationally in our country, our family is afraid to travel overseas with our trans daughter next year. She won't go. And it's not how it should be. I love my children just as much as you love yours, all of them. And so I would just ask that you please keep this ban, because it's my understanding that it's really a minority of people that want this kind of therapy. And Councilmember Brennan, you know this is not what the majority of your constituents want. They would not support for you to repeal this ban. And so I'm here to ask you, as your constituent, to please reconsider your vote and to ask the three of you who voted to keep the ban, please vote that way again today. And I just urge the others who want to repeal the ban to please reconsider your decision. Thank you very much.
Elaine Cooper.
My name is Elaine Cooper. I spoke before. I am a Columbia City resident. I used to have Councilman Will Brennan for a while. In fact, I even supported Will Brennan and talked him up and worked to get him elected. That's how I thought of you back then. Please change your vote. Now I have Councilman Ed McDowell. I also thought very highly of you and had great, deep respect for you when I would hear you at forums and talk you up to get you elected. Please change your vote. Mayor Rickaman, of course, I even went out on a limb as a lifelong Democrat and saw your qualities and saw maybe you would make a change. Maybe you wouldn't be affected by politics. Maybe you would do the right thing. Could you consider doing right by your people, voters, the taxpayers of Columbia, and change your vote? With that said, because this has been going on for such a long time, and the state newspaper did take a picture of me that comes up whenever anyone Googles the article, everybody has been talking to me at grocery stores, everywhere, restaurants, everywhere I go, people recognize that picture. I have never seen and heard so many people in the city of Columbia coming up and talking to me about this issue. Just to let you know that I consider this highly unusual in the 45 years that I've been here. So with that said, people call me all the time, message, Facebook me, etc., and have asked me, where is the outrage from the city council people or attorneys about the legality of this entire issue? Where is the outrage when you know that there is a pro bono, offer? It wouldn't cost the city of Columbia any money to do the right thing to challenge this. I'm asking you to consider this if money is an issue. I'm asking you to consider this if politics or how you would be perceived is an issue. Vote no. Thanks.
Mayor, no one else has signed up to speak.
Moving into a period of ordinances, second reading. Item number 1, ordinance number 2025-043, repealing ordinance number 2021-021 that amended the 1998 Code of Ordinances of the City of Columbia, South Carolina, Chapter 14, Offenses and Miscellaneous Provisions, Article 5, Offenses involving minors, to add Division 4, Conversion Therapy for Minors, prohibited.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to repeal ordinance 2021-021.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Bailey?
No.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Herbert? No. Dr. Bustles?
No.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman? Thank you.
Thank you. And again, we would ask for people leaving to respectfully do so at this time, or you're welcome to stay. Item number 2, ordinance number 2025-053, authorizing the city manager to execute a lease agreement between the City of Columbia and One Columbia for Arts and Culture for 936.55 square feet of office space located at the Enzer Keenan House at 801 Wildwood Avenue.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, read the roll.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles?
Can we take?
You want to take a break?
You call your name.
Yes.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mayor Rickaman? Thank you.
I'll give a moment for those who need to exit the chambers to please do so at this time. At this time, thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Item number 2, ordinance number 2025-053, authorizing the city manager to execute a lease agreement between the city. Did we get 2 voted on?
Ma'am.
Did we do number 2? Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Item number 3, under zoning, planning matters, second reading. Number 3, a comprehensive plan amendment for downtown Columbia strategic plan.
Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles? Aye. Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman? Thank you.
Item 4, zoning map amendment and text amendment for downtown properties generally bounded by and fronting Elmwood Avenue to the north, Pickens Street to the east, Blossom Street and Catawba Street to the south, and the Congaree River to the west to remove the OVCC City Center Design Overlay District and Innovista Design Overlay District, and to establish and apply the Downtown Columbia Overlay District and the associated design guidelines.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
And a motion and a second.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please vote.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Item 5, an amendment to the Unified Development Ordinance to add pickup window as an accessory use.
Got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion, questions? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman?
Item 6, amendment to the Unified Development Ordinance to include 900 Calhoun Street as a Type 3 landmark.
Got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please vote.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman? Thank you.
Public input. Individuals are allotted up to 3 minutes to address city council. Items requiring a public hearing cannot be addressed at this time.
No one has signed up.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second.
All right, Mr. Yes, sir. Mr. Bailey? Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Herbert?
Aye.
Dr. Bustles?
Aye.
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell? Mayor Rickaman? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council.